We love John Kane.
John
Our
Kane.
director always, he takes whatever the telling of our conversation, and
Yeah.
that's what he uses to cue us.
I know, and it cracks me up every time. He's got me twice this morning, both at the 8 o'clock hour and the 10 o'clock hour. So, well, happy, what do I say? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Welcome into ARC Southeast Texas.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm
what I
so
was looking
excited.
for.
I'm kind of
No.
staying overtime here to hang out with you because
like it.
Jade is Jade's doing something. I don't think it's like a vacation, like not going to Jamaica or anything, but I think she's picking up a friend
She is.
from the airport. So Jade could not be here, but I am here, and I picked a lucky day because, you know, we have been celebrating Beaumont Restaurant Week, which actually wraps up on Monday all week long. And today, they become good friends of mine since I did Good Eat, Manny's Melting Pot.
Yeah.
And they brought their food truck. So we have a food truck in the back of the station.
So fun.
Which we'll show you. And they were so kind. They've been making food for everyone here at the station. So we really appreciate that. And in fact, we had we're going to go out there and there's going to be more food, but we had a whole table out here. And
now
this is
we're
what's
left
left.
with this.
The smash burgers. There you go. John, where should I point it to?
Here, let me hold out.
Yeah.
It'll be over here on this camera. A nice little look. And you can tell too that we've been like indulging because there's no fries left either.
Well, I love their fries. Their
fries are so
well.
good.
Let me take the cornucopia out. It kind of looks tacky.
Look, I'm just going to touch it. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Look
at
big
that.
that is. That is their
Delicious.
smash burger, but they have
Look
tacos.
at Chucky.
They have taco fries. And
He's selling you.
And the fries is delicious. And I have to plead guilty because I've been munching. The fries have the seasoning that is out of this world. Where'd you
Sorry,
go?
I needed a napkin.
John Kane was worried about you.
It disappeared. No, it's so good and also just so fun to have like the whole food truck in the back too.
It is so. It's good team building. So
yeah, it has. Well, yeah, of course you can always bond over food. That's kind of the fun thing about Beaumont Restaurant Week is not only do you get good deals, but you also get to explore some of the restaurants around Beaumont and can make new friends and try out new things with your family and loved ones and strangers.
So we're gonna have lots of. So I'm actually very celebrating an extra hour with Macy. It's so much fun.
I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
No, it's been fun. And of course, we're going to get to a lot of stuff. We have another packed hour of ARC, but the ARC is full.
The ARC is very full today.
Makes sense since it's raining too, but it's ARC stands for something else, not that ARC.
Hey, but, there's two of us.
There you go.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, there you go.
But we have some news to get to first, and we will start with our headlines. New details in a 2009 cold case of child molestation of a baby, a 6-week-old baby.
Yeah, plus this morning, a convicted killer preparing to begin a very long prison sentence for a gruesome murder in Beaumont last year. And
DPS is releasing the name of a woman who was killed in a head-on collision in Orange County yesterday. We have new details on that tragedy.
Yeah, let's jump right into it this morning.
Yeah, some breaking news this morning that we're hearing from Beaumont Police that happened here in Beaumont, and they need your help to solve this. 3 masked suspects were seen robbing an ATM.
The 3 suspects shown on your screen here entered crisscross at 350 South MLK. That was back on November 3rd, a little before 3 a.m. Now, 2 of the suspects focused on the Bitcoin ATM, while the 3rd suspect acted as a lookout. The clerk hid in an office while the suspects went behind the counter and took the cash drawer, then fled. If you have any information at all, you can always call Crime Stoppers at 833-TIPS. You will remain anonymous and may be eligible for a cash reward. And we will also have this story posted on our website, fox4beaumont.com, so you can get a better look at some of the pictures if you need to.
Exactly. Well, a Beaumont woman accused of shoplifting from a clothing store inside Parkdale Mall is locked up. Investigators say she has a long history of theft.
The Jefferson County grand jury indicting 45-year-old Covina McClellan for theft of property. According to police, she has 9 prior theft charges, the most recent from 2016. If convicted, she could face up to 2 years in state jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Now, according to a court document obtained by Fox 4, a surveillance camera captured video of McClellan and 3 other women stealing clothes from the Forever 21 store at Parkdale Mall back on September 27th. They left in an SUV. A Beaumont officer spotted the vehicle. In the back seat, he's found a white skirt behind McClellan. It was from Forever 21 with the price tag still attached, and none of the women had a receipt or any proof they had paid for it. Well, a cold case for child molestation of a baby is finally moving forward after 15 years. The case starting in 2009 after a 6-week-old baby was sexually assaulted at a home.
50-year-old Jeremy Ryan Smith is in the Hardin County Jail with bond set at $1 million. We first told you about the arrest late last month. Fox 4's Maya Caleb spoke with police and a prosecutor on their pursuit of justice, 15 years in the making.
For years, Lieutenant Joey Breaux fought for justice in a child molestation case gone cold.
This was a case that he worked tirelessly on and just never could quite get enough evidence to file a charge.
15 years after the initial incident, a suspect is now in custody. That suspect arrested in Lieutenant Breaux's handcuffs. Breaux died 3 years ago.
I think using his cuffs was a shout out to a brother of law enforcement saying, this one's for you. We haven't forgotten about you. We have forgotten about the work you did.
Jeremy Ryan Smith is now charged with a crime that could put him in prison for life. The Hardin County District Attorney's Office wants to remind people to believe victims, especially ones that are children.
It's super common that most times these perpetrators are family or they're close friends who we trust, who we let in our house, who we think that this person, they're good with kids, they're good with their own kids, they would never do that.
The case also an example of what it means to fight to the very end for justice.
Anytime there's an open case like this, we're going to look back at it and see if there's any new technology that can be used. Any new evidence, new clues, new witnesses that didn't come forward.
Lumberton police wanting to honor Lieutenant Bro.
Oh my gosh, he would be so relieved, I think, at this case, having some closure for this family and for this, what was then a baby, a very small baby.
And also give the victim and their family closure. 15 years of hard work and determination finally paying off with the arrest of Smith.
Now, Smith is indicted for aggravated sexual assault of a child.
A convicted killer is preparing to begin a long prison sentence for a crime Beaumont police and prosecutors are calling one of the most gruesome they've ever seen. The victim struck in the face multiple times with a machete.
Now, Judge Raquel West sentencing Florencio Guillen to 50 years in prison for the murder of Gerardo Ramos. The jury convicted Guillen late yesterday afternoon and quickly decided on punishment. Ramos was homeless and had lived in Beaumont for about 15 years. He was Beaumont's first murder victim of 2023.
Police found his body during the early morning hours of February 27th last year on the ground outside a storage yard for a lane crew they both worked for on South 11th Street. Prosecutor Luke Nichols tells Fox 4 that Ramos was struck several times in the face with a machete, a crime so graphic that Nichols says it's hard to describe. Ramos lived in a camper outside the business. Guillen admitted being with Ramos at the time of the murder, and they found blood evidence linking him to the crime. Nichols told Fox 4 also that it took teamwork to investigate and prosecute this case and bring justice to the victim.
Guillen never told investigators why he killed Ramos. He faced a maximum sentence of life in prison, given how much time he must serve before he becomes eligible for parole and his age, which is 61. He may never get out of the Texas prison system.
And the DPS this morning releasing the name of a woman killed in a head-on collision in Orange County yesterday. Troopers identifying her as 57-year-old Sonia Lejeune of Orange. The DPS and deputies rushing to the collision at about 8 yesterday morning on Highway 62. That's just south of Tulane. According to DPS Sergeant Shannon Clark, Lejeune was driving a Kia Soul and crossed over into the other lane, hitting two pickup trucks. Those drivers from Lumberton and Sulphur, Louisiana, suffering non-life-threatening injuries. The crash shut down Highway 62 for nearly 2 hours. First responders are mourning the death of a Houston firefighter who was killed when a wall collapsed while he was fighting a fire.
42-year-old Marcela Garcia had served with the Houston Fire Department for 10 years. The fire chief is calling him a true hero who woke up every morning to help others and save lives.
Garcia was fighting this fire Wednesday night at a warehouse on Houston's southeast side when a wall collapsed. Other first responders helped pull him out, but Garcia died at a hospital. Another firefighter was hurt. His injuries are not life-threatening. The warehouse was vacant, and investigators are trying to learn what sparked the fire. Houston's mayor joined the fire chief and other first responders in an emotional news conference after Garcia's death.
Well, a school in Mid-County celebrating the brave men and women who serve as the first line of defense in our communities.
Yesterday was First Responders Day at Groves Middle School. The fourth annual event is a community-wide effort. A number of agencies throughout Southeast Texas coming out, meeting face-to-face with the students and their families that they serve. There was also plenty of free food, treats, games, and even a fan favorite bouncy house for attendees to enjoy.
Yeah, good way to bring the community together.
That's
awesome. Well, buying a home is considered the American dream, but for many, it's beyond reach because of rising cost. Now, one organization is trying to help. Homes for Heroes offers discounts on closing costs to current and former first responders, men and women in the armed forces, healthcare workers, and educators. The discount, 25%. Casey Berry is a police officer with the department in Chambers County. She'll save $1,500 on the closing costs for the new home she'll soon move into. She's working with a real estate agent in Lumberton who partners with Homes for Heroes, which is just a great opportunity.
That is a great, yeah, that's awesome.
Good way for them to kind of give back and hopefully start a dream home.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, there's a lot to do this weekend, and one of those things is really something that will warm your heart and will be enjoyable to watch, bringing the world of adaptive sports rodeo to the special needs community. We'll check that out coming up next. Bringing the world of adaptive sports rodeo to the special needs community here in Southeast Texas.
Yeah, that's the purpose of the Orange County Special Angels Rodeo taking place this weekend in Orange. Patrina Adger talks with Joe Harris, the Vice President of Special Angels Rodeo.
Good morning. Yes, I'm here with Joe Harris. She is the Vice President of Special Angels Rodeo. This is a fantastic event that's been going on for the past 10 years. And it started off with roughly 94 participants. Now it's grown to more than 350 from all over the area.
Yes, ma'am. We started in 2014. We had 94 the first year. Thanks to Adapted Sports for Kids, they really got their kids out there. Now we've reached out to the group homes. We've reached out to the high school kids, the junior high kids, the elementary kids. We don't care how old they are. We've had them as little as a year old, and we've had them up to 82.
My goodness. Yeah. So let's talk about the whole, how this all came about. You said your mom, it just kind of came to her that this event had to happen.
One night, she said God came to her in a dream and told her that we needed to do a special needs rodeo for special needs kids and adults with no age limit, no disability limit. And as you can see, the rest is history.
Yes. I mean, this is an opportunity for special needs kids to participate in a rodeo that they probably wouldn't otherwise be able to participate.
That's right. Most people think when you go to a rodeo, you see the bucking bulls, the bucking horses, the barrel racers. Well, we have all that, but it's all adapted. We don't have anything that no kid. We've got something that every kid can do, even if they're locked into a wheelchair. It's fine. We've got the wheelchair barrel race down there that we put them behind a four-wheeler, strap them on a trailer, and I drive, and it's fun.
Yeah.
We go around in circles, and they laugh and cut up, and then we have Stable Spirits that brings their horses and their therapist, and if the kids want to get on a horse, they're able to get on a horse. We got a petting zoo down there. We've got normally we have bouncy houses and wagon rides, but with the rain coming, those two things are probably going to be nixed this year. But we'll still have plenty to do. We've got carnival games. We've got all the buckers. We've got the roping over here.
Everything.
Everything.
Yes, and this is the gaming area, so they can play games over here, right?
Yes, and we'll have prizes. They can play as many times as they want to, get as many prizes as they want to. We also have available for our contestants a T-shirt, a cowboy hat, a bandana, a backpack, and all of this is provided through our sponsors. On the backs of their shirts, all of our sponsors are listed. Without our sponsors, we couldn't do this.
Yes, because you were saying everything is completely free. The food, everything to get in, everything is free. And that could not happen without the fantastic sponsors from small businesses to the big ones.
That is right. As far as our food goes, we'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, links, boudin. Chick-fil-A will have some stuff out here. We'll have sandwich trays. We'll have vegetable trays. We'll have fruit trays. We'll have cookies. We'll have Nothing But Cakes is one of our larger sponsors as well as far as the food goes. Raising Cane's has helped us this year.
At the end of it, they all get a gold medal.
That is true. Everybody gets a gold medal. Nobody leaves a loser. Nobody leaves any higher up than anybody else. We're all the same. We want everybody to feel successful. We want everybody to feel like this is their day, their event. And normally these kids are the ones on the sidelines watching their siblings do all of the sports and do everything. Well, today is their day. They get to come out. They get to be the star. And we have a buddy system set up that if they're with group homes or whatever, and they only have so many caretakers, we help them get them around. We're their cheerleaders for the day. We carry their backpack. We help them play the games. We make sure they get something to eat. It's a fun day for everybody, and we need all the volunteers we can get to make sure that this thing goes off.
So tomorrow, Saturday, November the 9th.
Yes. Opening ceremonies will start at 10. If you need to register your child, you can go to specialangelsrodeo.org, go into the rodeo section, the form section, go to the JOT form and fill it out.
Okay. And just real quick, this probably makes you feel so good to see it grow every year and to see the smiling faces on these kids and the adults as well, that, that they get to be a part of this. And like you said, to be a star for a day.
That's right. And our biggest thing is inclusion. And to have high school kids come out and be buddies and take these kids around, and we call them all kids. They might be 80 years old, but they're still kids. To watch them take them around and just love on them, and some of them they're chasing after. It's a blessing to see, and it's just a great thing.
Well, thank you so much, Joe, for being a part of this and for doing this for 10 years. You're doing fantastic work, and all the people behind the scenes that help you as well.
Yes, without the people behind the scenes, our board members, our committee members, volunteers that show up, we could not do this.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes. So make sure you come out tomorrow. We'll have all this information on our website after the show. Back to you.
Yeah, such
That's
a great
fun
event.
Yeah, and so heartwarming, and to
Yeah.
see the folks helping the kids and the kids doing stuff that they might not have had
Yeah.
done before. That is really great. But you know what else is happening? A lot of stuff is happening at Lamar. They got a new slogan.
I know.
And they're pepped up, and they're going to let us, all of you, see it. We'll tell you how you can see what's going on, the latest at Lamar.
10:22 this morning. See for yourself. Lamar University's slogan encourages the community and students to see what the college has to offer.
And they'll get another chance to do just that. Cardinal View is the school's largest open house. Cardinal View is hosted every spring and fall semester, giving prospective students the opportunity to tour the campus, learn about different programs, scholarship opportunities, and much more. There will be a guided tour, a resource fair, and there's a chance to enter into contests in which students can win scholarships.
Somebody's going to be thinking about, what am I doing? What are my plans for the rest of my life? And that we can be a part of that is just really pretty cool overall. And it really drives me to want to make sure we're presenting all those opportunities here so people can see that education is something for them and they can choose the best path for them.
Well, Cardinal View is Saturday, November 16th, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow from 9 a.m. till 1 in the afternoon. It'll be inside the Sheila Humphrey Recreational Sports Center and the Setzer Student Center. For more information, you can visit lamar.edu/Cardinal View. And we need to brag at this point. We have some
Quite a few
Lamar celebrities here at the station. And we have Taylor Justice, Jade Morrow. And when I taught at Lamar, Taylor Justice was in 2 of my classes. She was a great student.
Oh, good.
She's a great employee. We have Jade Morrow, and she's Taylor's older sister. And she's off today, but she does the ARC. Cameron Sanderson, who was also one of my students. No, he was great. He was great. He was great. Arthur Harmon and Chris Harmon, not brothers, but directors here. And of course, the one we've been bragging about a lot all the time is John Kane.
Yep. Yeah. He graduated last year.
Have you seen John?
Oh,
no.
You're welcome, John.
So, yeah, he's a good looking man for his age.
For his age. Okay. Anyway, go check out Lamar, or if you know someone who's interested or going to be graduating soon.
Great opportunity to see the campus ahead. And those, most schools have, it's kind of an orientation.
Yeah.
And that's such a fun thing to do.
It is cool.
They really cater to the incoming student, trying to make sure
Definitely
you like it. So it's fun.
Yeah. We'll
You know
check it
what?
out.
They could have some food trucks. That'll definitely attract them.
I was going to say, you'll definitely be close to a good one. We'll be talking with Manny's Melting Pot. We're actually just headed out to the parking lot because the food truck's here.
It's here. It's fantastic. So much
We're excited.
fun. We'll show you. we are here right now.
Oh, are we on?
Yes, we are here right now. Macy's was going to take a picture of this beautiful buffet. Guys, these are our friends from Manny's Melting Pot. Of course, I was honored to do
With y'all.
goodie, and I fell in love. It's just amazing. Let me get on this side so Macy can visit as well. So, first of all, introduce yourself.
I'm Manny Mendez. I'm one of 2 owners of Manny's Melting Pot.
We had a mic on situation. So, but I'm loud, so hopefully. But introduce yourselves. This is Manny's Melting Pot.
I'm Manny Mendez, one of 2 owners of Manny's Melting Pot.
And I'm Ryan Johnson, the other owner of Manny's Melting Pot.
Well, let me tell you, first of all, we want to thank you because y'all were so kind. They came here as part of Beaumont Restaurant Week, and y'all have fed our staff. And now you know your food can serve as breakfast and brunch as well.
Oh, yes, sir. And dinner.
Exactly. It's so fantastic. Well, Manny, I know it's truly a melting pot because, you have taken the different cultures, ethnicities here in Southeast Texas and turned it into this food truck.
Yes, sir. So, and that's what the whole concept is about. We didn't just want to start a food truck and make money. We're like, how do we start a food truck to bring the community together? And the easiest way is over a plate of food, right? So in coming up with the name, came simple when we were like, how do we add, Louisiana, the culture there, the culture in Mexico, and the culture here in Southeast Texas, and it's one huge melting pot. So it was boom, there you have it.
And Food Unites, and y'all are helping folks with this because you, Ryan, you also have a nonprofit to help kids. Tell me what you do with that.
Yeah, so as an Honor Foundation, we teach computer basics to get the self-encouragement that you can do anything you want to do. And so with food, we bring them in saying we're offering you food, and then we also offer programs that can take the skills into life and build a future for themselves.
Wow, what a great idea. Well, Manny, I'm going to put you in with Macy because you have a buffet over there.
I know. Let's check it out. We've already got to taste test some of it, but I mean, walk us through, Manny. I'll get on this side of it maybe, so that way we can get a look so Jesus can show us there. I mean, walk us through what we got. There's so many good options.
All right, so we got a few options here for y'all. We got the original Tex-Mex tacos, which you find at all your local Tex-Mex restaurants. But what makes ours stand out, it looks the same, but it's done differently. We use the bold flavors of Louisiana, adding the Holy Trinity to our ground meat to make it juicy, not greasy. We add the spices, which gives us that Tex-Mex. And, of course, we got to add the loaded fries, which to me, that screams Southeast Texas.
Oh my God. And those are so delicious. And we've all been wondering and asking, like, what is that blue sauce on it?
All right. So the blue sauce is just our signature. It's a way, that way y'all know where it came from. It's a Cajun ranch, but we do add a little bit of flavor in there. We add a little bit of dye, and that is organic dye. So we want to make sure everything's food safe and food friendly. Next, we have our ballpark nachos, which is basic, meat, cheese, jalapenos, but the flavor is far from basic. Definitely. Right in the middle here, this is our borderline season. So maybe you can't cook like Manny, but it could definitely taste like Manny's Melting Pot. So huge shout out to our sponsors at Borderline Seasoning. And that's how we season up our incredible smash burger, 2 crispy patties, smash sauce, pickles, and a brioche bun straight from the bakery.
People have been raving about that, by the way. So many people got that, and I've said it's so good. So
It's amazing.
yeah, you like
Hey,
that one?
and I know the owner of Borderline, great guy, and he fits in Saul Avila. So
awesome.
it's fantastic, and Borderline is great.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then what we got here, because this one looks delicious.
Those are our smash fries. Those are one of our top sellers. And if you ever want a burger without the bun, which we get those a lot, we could do a burger without the bun, but we could also put fries underneath it. Some of our Manny Milk queso, garnish it with a little bit of parsley, and voila, you have your smash fries.
Delicious. Okay. Now this.
Yeah, what is that?
All right, so this is our triple berry bliss swirl. It is fried cinnamon dough topped off with handmade icing, then powdered sugar, vanilla powder, brown sugar, cinnamon, triple berry compote, a little bit of lemon, and just a dash of mint to make it all balance out. And of course, we put the powdered sugar on top, but that's already rendered down. And last but not least, our loaded Manny Melt. We've sold over 27,000 of these already. It is a quesadilla taco, a flour tortilla on a bed of Mexican blend cheeses with fries and yum, yum, yum.
Oh my gosh.
I have to tell everybody, one of the best things about coming here, you make all this great food that you would think takes a lot of time, but you do it so quickly. So if you're in a hurry, I mean, you were serving this up so quickly. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got basically our whole crew in and out within less than an hour. So if you want to check out Manny's Melting Pot, go find them on Facebook so you can find out where they are going to be, because they're on the road all the time. And go check them out for Beaumont Restaurant Week too. It's so good, such good food. So thank you guys for stopping by.
You are awesome.
We got a lot more eating left to do and a lot more ARC Southeast Texas coming up next.
Welcome back, everyone, to ARC Southeast Texas, and we are so excited to have these two next guests. We have Walter Williams and Darius Austin to discuss this weekend's Supreme Regional Battle of the Bands. And just the title alone peps you up, because everyone, it doesn't even have to be your school. You go to these events and the talent is amazing, and you can't help not to move.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We like a lot of crowd engagement. So
yes, exactly. Yeah. And we're going to have the chance to do it here in Beaumont tomorrow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're excited about bringing the Battle of Bands to Beaumont, Texas. We've done it for 3 years now, bringing bands from all over the state of Texas, Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, regionals from Oklahoma, all the way up to Louisiana as well. So
wow, that's
bringing
amazing.
them all here to Beaumont.
That is amazing. So how many bands?
So currently we're looking at 14 bands for tomorrow, and excited. Small bands all the way to large bands.
Well, how can you go? Is it open? You don't have to be part of a band or part of a school just to attend. It's the general public.
Yeah, it's open to anyone. Anyone can come out, all ages. We have kids that's 1 and 2 years old to grandparents that's 90 years old.
And that's right, because music, especially band, bring people together. And you're so right. Talk
Absolutely.
about family entertainment. This is
Absolutely
perfect. And we have the flyer right there. It's going to be at, it's going to be at the BISD or Doggett Family Stadium.
Yeah.
That's a great stadium too.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've enjoyed our partnership with the stadium, and we look forward to having fun tomorrow. Right? I mean, that's what it is. Music is a universal language, like you said.
And what could people, this is your third year here in Beaumont, so I'm sure there are a lot of folks who have already attended, but for those who have not been, there it is. I think, is it, where's that at? Is that from us?
That's at the stadium.
Look at that.
Yes.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. So tell us, from people who might not have gone, what can they expect?
They can expect a lot of energy. They can expect a lot of fun from the bands. The bands they start as small as 25-piece bands and work their way all the way up to 100-piece bands. So a lot of crowd engagement. There will be a DJ there. There'll be food trucks. It's a big family event. So bring your family out and come enjoy the music and the sounds.
Exactly. And Darius, I know that, tell us a little bit about the situation as far as these bands. Extremely talented, even if they do the basics, but they really up it up for events like this.
Yes, national organization like ourselves, National Show Band Association, all year they're preparing for this event. And so bands this is the event they look to. This is normally their last event before they start the concert season, which is in the spring. And so the kids look forward to it. They're prepping as far as music, different styles of dancing, field shows, things to be able to wow the crowd, but also the judges.
And of course, it is a competition. So what does the winner get? What's the title, bragging rights?
It's a lot of different prizes that the winner gets. First is bragging rights, of course,
Yes.
right? You're known as the best in the small division, medium division, or large division. We've given out great prizes as far as like rings that you see Darius and myself have on.
Hold that up.
We've given these out as a prize once before. This year's prize will be a nice medal set. So everyone will get their first place and second place trophy. You saw in the video also that they get a nice banner that they can hang up in their band hall. They get trophies. So there's a lot of different rewards for the bands that compete and are able to pull off a win.
Well, that is fantastic. Guys, thank you for what you do. This is great for the
We enjoy it.
communities that you bring this to, and I'm so glad you're bringing it here to Beaumont. And it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, definitely a
Great
pleasure to
leaders in
meet
our
you guys.
community. Very
Thank you
nice
guys for
attending.
supporting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate joining you in the cause. And during the break, you're going to get a personal forecast from Chad
There
to
we go.
make sure you are okay for tomorrow.
Great. Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. And we'll be back with more ARC Southeast Texas. Stay with us.
Just about 10:42 this morning, a massive technology upgrade, new hires, department promotions, 2 officer-involved shootings, and Beaumont's police chief is just getting settled into his role.
Today marks Tim Oknashek's first 100 days as chief. The night he was sworn in, we spoke exclusively with him, and he's doing so again with us with our own Kimberly Roosley.
As you may remember, Chief Oknashek's promotion didn't come without controversy. The city manager's first choice was Troy Price from Vancouver, Washington. But for the first time in city history, City Council did not accept the appointment. Most council members said they wanted someone local. So the city manager went back to the drawing board and selected Oknashek. Coming from one leadership role to another, he describes this phase in one word. How have the first 100 days been?
Busy, very busy. There's been a lot going on.
Beaumont Police Chief Tim Oknashek says he now has a different level of responsibility and accountability. November 8th will mark 100 days since Oknashek was sworn in. So far, he says his greatest triumph in the role is support by way of the community and officers.
It's been very helpful. It's been very positive. And it's obviously from the heart, not just people saying that because I'm the chief. And it's the heartfelt portion of it has been, it's an honor.
Take a look at what we got here.
Another bright spot, the opening of the Real-Time Crime Center, where officers can access cameras and technology across the city to help with investigations.
Businesses have them, homes have them. And so we're not reinventing the wheel. What we're doing is trying to take advantage of partnerships.
Right now, it operates 12 hours a day with 3 officers and the anticipated hiring of 4 civilians. The goal is to have it manned and running 24/7 with 3 officers and 16 civilians. The chief says the center has helped solve more than 185 cases. While the chief celebrates successes, he's also been met with challenges. Is there any particular challenge that you can think of that in your first 100 days, it's like, that was a challenge I wasn't necessarily expecting?
I wouldn't say I didn't expect it, but whenever you're talking about allocations of manpower around this time of the year, we're always looking to adjust our staffing to make sure that when we do our annual shakeup, that we have people where the needs are. And that's always, I think, stressful for people. And that's been a challenge.
He says the department is making changes in areas of pay, workload, and incentives to increase officer retention. Then a bigger challenge, 2 back-to-back officer-involved shootings, both deadly. On August 24th, officers shot and killed Manuel Arteaga. They say he had a chainsaw and lunged at his nephew and officers when they came out to investigate a disturbance at Arteaga's home on Harriet Street. Then, less than a week later, on August 30th, another deadly encounter. Officers say Victoria Meza fired shots at them on Palm Street while they were executing a narcotics search and arrest warrant. They returned fire, killing the 43-year-old. In both cases, grand juries ruled the shootings justified and did not indict the officers. Talk to me about just your response as police chief and your reaction to those.
Well, first of all, we're most concerned with safety, public safety, and also the safety of the public and the officers. And so I'm very thankful that the officers are safe, that nobody else was hurt in the actions that were taken by those that decided to do what they decided to do.
KFDM submitted an open records request for body cam video in both shootings. In a letter, BPD explains it's currently withholding the videos pending an opinion from the Texas Attorney General's office. The department cites these reasons. In both shootings, officers were not convicted, and there's unrelated sensitive information seen in the videos, either someone's license plate number or date of birth. Plus, in the Arteaga shooting, there's an ongoing criminal case linked to the shooting that uses the video as evidence. When asked about being transparent to the community, the chief did explain the videos could still be released. What do you say to those community members?
We'll get it out as quick as we can and be able to make that public.
At the time of our interview over 2 weeks ago, Aknashek did say that he would check on dates for when the body cam videos could be released and get back to us. We checked back with BPD Thursday afternoon and were not given a date, but we're told, quote, when all legal timelines are exhausted.
And again, that was Kimberly Roosley there. Now, another interesting point about the crime center. The chief says eventually BPD also wants to have cameras and intelligence outside of Beaumont and surrounding cities, since criminals don't tend to stick to one city.
Good point.
Very interesting. 100 days came and went real quick,
Really
didn't it?
quick. Yeah, I can't believe it. He's already been in office that long.
Yeah,
so,
quite a while. So,
he's a good guy.
yeah. Well, so to come this morning, we'll talk with Patrina Adger, figure out what's coming up at noon.
This is going to be really short because I started on my show late.
Yeah.
Just about 10:50 on your Friday. Want to take a look inside the newsroom to talk with KFDM's noon anchor, Patrina Adger, to figure out what's coming up on News at Noon. Trina?
Hey guys, happy Friday. This is what we have coming up on the News at Noon. If you subscribe to our push alerts, you just got this that just came down. A 99-year sentence. A judge has sentenced a Galveston County man, I said, to 99 years in prison for murdering his girlfriend. Raymond Bernard Borden Jr. of Galveston shot his girlfriend 8 times at her home in Gilchrist on the Bolivar Peninsula. So we'll have more on that. Also overnight, do you know who these 3 are? Beaumont police are searching for these 3 suspects who robbed the Crisscross convenience store around 2:30 this morning. And so we'll have more on that as well. And also we have King of the Road coming up, as well as Kimberly Roosley's special report, as you just saw on the ARC, on the new police chief of Beaumont. All that coming up on the News at Noon.
Busy day as always.
Yeah.
It's a Friday, but always you want to know what's going on.
There you go.
And also it's the weekend, so you definitely want to know what's going on around town. And we have some advice for you.
Well, yeah, Beaumont Restaurant Week, right? All this week, we've had businesses that are a part of Beaumont Restaurant Week here on ARC Southeast Texas. And good news is it doesn't end today. It actually goes until Monday. So a little over a week that you get to enjoy so many places across Southeast Texas. You still have some time to try something new or rediscover a local favorite. We had Manny's Melting Pot food truck on the show today.
Yeah, they were here. And you know what's neat about that? We just learned some breaking news about Manny's Melting Pot starting November 22nd. they're still going to be traveling around town, but you can guarantee starting November 22nd, every weekend, every Friday and Saturday, they will be outside of Red's Ice House, which is on College. So there you go. You don't have to, they're going to be there. So
there you go. Set place. That way you can go check them out every weekend and enjoy some of that food. Well, also last week we heard event was rescheduled for today. That's going to be at 6:30. That's Music at the McFadden's. Admission is going to be free, so get out there and enjoy it.
And today we heard from Walter Williams and Darius Austin. They have the National Show Band Association Supreme Regional Battle of the Bands. It will be this weekend, tomorrow to be exact, at Doggett Family Stadium. That's the BIC Stadium. And it starts tomorrow at noon. You don't want to miss that.
We also talked about Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They're hosting their Walk Like Mad 5K. That goes on tomorrow. The race starts at 9 a.m. at the Spindletop Boomtown Museum. And then, lots of fun, the first annual fire truck pull competition to see what team can pull the fire truck to the finish line the fastest is also tomorrow. That's at 10, right?
Yes, it's at 10:30 will
10:30,
be
okay.
the fire truck pull. So, but get there early. There's going to be a lot of stuff. They're going to have some food trucks there as well.
There you go.
So
Lots of
you won't
fun.
go hungry. Well, the Orange County Special Angels Rodeo, which we also told you about, is tomorrow at the T2 Arena and Event Center. The event starts at 10. There will be a carnival. There'll be games, bounce houses, a mechanical bull, and many other activities. And it's really cool. You get to see these kids do something they might not have done before.
Yeah, lots of smiles going to be going on. And maybe you want to do something indoors. Well, the last performances of Peter Pan at Lamar University are this weekend. The shows are at the University Theater. It's going to be tomorrow. That's at 7:30 p.m. And the last performance will be on Sunday at 2 p.m.
And tomorrow there's an event at the Jefferson County Courthouse for veterans and the spouses of deceased veterans to receive free legal advice. The event is from 9 in the morning to 11:30 in the morning. Walk-ins are welcome, but appointments are encouraged.
You've also got Veterans 11th Street Bingo Saturday at 1:15 and then Sunday at 2:30.
Yeah, exactly. Veterans, a lot of Veterans Day activity, something that's not there, but Monday on Veterans Day, Port Neches Groves is unveiling their memorial for
how
veterans.
cool.
Yeah, so that'll be at the high school on Monday. Well, the holiday season is almost here. The McFadden Ward House is hosting a holiday photo shoot on Sunday from noon until 2 in the afternoon. Whew, if you do all that stuff,
you got a busy weekend ahead, huh?
you might need some Manny's food,
I
Manny's
would
milk
think
and pop
so.
food to get through all that, some energy,
Yeah, something to kind of keep you going.
or
So
maybe a nap.
that would definitely be included somewhere in there. That's where we're going after this. Still to come this morning, though, we'll be checking out our question of the day. So stay with us. All right. Well, it is time for our question of the day on our KFDM Facebook page. We asked you, who is the best high school football coach in Southeast Texas? A lot of you had a lot to say.
Oh my goodness, that's a tough question. It could get into some fighting
I
words,
was
but
gonna
so
say.
far they've spread the joy.
There you see Coach Jeff Joseph with
Yeah.
Fort Natchez Groves, Chase McDonald, Brian Morgan at Memorial High School, Coach McDonald in Lumberton.
Coach Smalley, who used to be in Orangefield, but now he's back where he graduated from, Bridge City, and doing a great job. PVLCM, they're saying hands down, great person, great results.
Coach
He used to be at
Wagner.
Westbrook, yeah.
Coach Wagner over at Hampshire Finette.
We
Lots
met
of-
him. He's a cool guy.
He is great.
And
Yeah,
he coaches
Coach
with
Wagner's
two of his
great.
sons.
Yeah. So Coach Rich over at Nederland. Lots of coaches, of course, across Southeast Texas. Be sure to go let us know on our Facebook page.
Friday
Who
night
is the best?
football,
I
so
know.
keep
Woo-hoo.
the talk going.
It'll be a big one. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.